No, asile abagay. Yo, asile amagay. Epike yokho kone ku industry ingazisanga ingalwanga namantombazane ukuthi bahlulwe ukuthi bacanga ukuthi banekhekhe and ninompipi anakhekhe nithi sinekhekhe we accommodate you guys ukuthi nifile ukuthi nifake makeup nathi nasixoxa ngamadoda nani nifakaze mara hayi no.
So to those of you who understand what Zotto was talking about, big ups. To those of you who don't understand what was happening there, Zotto Wabantu. Everybody knows her. She's the dancing queen in KZN. Hey man, hey brah. That's Zotto Wabantu. She's got her own reality TV. She's got her own reality show. Okay.
My bad.
Zotto, in the clip there was actually like this is in essence what we're talking about today is the things that Zotto said in her show, and what she said is that basically telling gay people that gay guys, you guys like to fight. You guys are rude. Saying gay guys think that they have vaginas when they really don't. They have penises. And then she says, we, as women, we're the ones with the penises.
With the vaginas.
We're the ones, God. We're the one with vaginas. and then she says, what does she say again? She's like,
we accommodate you.
She's like, you guys forget, we accommodate you. Nah. We accommodate you and we let you
wear
makeups and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, don't, she says, you guys wear makeup. When we talk about men, you also get a chance to also talk about men and so on. And that's basically what she's been saying. Says what? Yeah, we accommodate you. We are the ones with we have vaginas. We're the ones who accommodate you. At least you get to wear makeup every now and then. And that's basically what she said. And there's been huge public outcry on what Zotto said. Basically because of the fact that people are saying that, man, it's homophobic, it's transphobic, it's
all the phobics.
It's all the phobics. Like everybody and their mama came out and basically was like,
you wanna argue.
So everybody was big man with Zotto.
The biggest man.
And people were calling, and then I think the next day I saw a hashtag Zotto cancelled, and people are trying to cancel Zotto from trying to get her show cancelled because they're saying that she's homophobic. Enter cancel culture.
I have a friend who went and started a petition on change.org. To basically get Zodwa cancelled.
Are you serious?
Everybody must sign the petition.
Don't lie. Did she send you the link?
But on her Facebook page. On her Facebook page.
She sent you a link with a little message like,
jump on this.
That's when you get deleted. That's when the nigga got to delete you because at the end of the day, now you're involving me in things that.
So basically, what she took offense to. What Zotto said.
Yeah.
She took huge offense.
So now this is my thing. What I'm trying to understand. Does everybody in the LGBTQT community meant to be offended by her statements, or is it just specifically male?
But I thought she was going at male.
That's what I
male.
No, that's what I
No, but like I'm gonna say as an industry, as people who support each other, who are part of the LGBTQI plus community.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
When did that get added?
It's growing.
Yes.
I don't know. When did the I get added now? What's I? What does I stand for?
I don't know.
I don't know if the pedophiles are in yet, Jack.
They're in there now.
We don't know if they've been accepted yet. Because there was a big thing that they weren't going to be accepted.
Intersex. I is intersex.
Intersex.
Yes.
What's intersex?
What's intersex?
It's bi.
No. It's a set of medical conditions that feature congenital
so when
anomalies
you have
of reproductive and sexual systems.
When you have both.
Yeah.
Gender.
Okay, wait.
So
An individual who is unsure of and or exploring their gender identity and or sexual orientation. Okay, that is someone who's queer. Someone who's intersex. Intersex is a set of medical conditions that feature congenital anomaly of the reproductive and sexual system.
Don't understand.
Yeah, you still don't understand. It's fine. Don't worry.
No, it's not for me, and that's okay.
No, I
don't know what it means. I don't understand.
So now, I don't even know what to say to him. He's like, oh, so it's not for me then.
like, what do you say to that?
like, bro.
And then turns his head.
And then gets out of the shot.
Not for me.
Okay, so anyway, so I think with this whole thing that's happened with Zodwa, people, of the LGBTQI community, basically felt as though we need to stand up and support our gay brothers as well in this situation.
So wait, can I just ask? So you can call somebody queer now?
Not necessarily, no.
But it's part of that's the Q in LBGTQ.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but
queer or questioning.
I think that's another thing. We can't. I don't think we can call someone queer.
Okay. I'm just,
you know what I mean? Like just to be on the safe side.
I'm not.
Don't call nobody queer.
Like so, somebody. So you have to come out.
You get what I mean?
You have to openly identify as queer to me.
Yes.
So you have to say to me,
Yes.
I am queer.
Yes.
So then I must then ask them, okay, cool. Is it cool if I call you
No.
queer?
Don't even ask.
So I'm
I
just
don't
leaving.
think
No.
Yeah.
It's like the N-word.
I was going to say that. I agree with you.
Like, I don't think you, like, it's one of those things of a white guy's like, yo, man, so...
Can I say it?
Can I call you?
You can't. No, you can't.
No, nigga.
I don't think you can call young Archie like, yo, man, so you're queer, right? So can I call you queer? Like,
So I call you gay.
No.
So I don't call you anything. Cool. So let me. Okay, wait.
Differently.
Can I say just say this quickly?
Yeah.
2019 has been the year of right or wrong. Right?
There's no gray area.
You either right or you're wrong. Nobody's standing on the edge.
And most of the time you're wrong.
Yeah.
And most of the time when you think you're right,
Be ready
You're wrong.
to
you're
be
very wrong.
No. Yes.
Be ready
What
to be
exactly
wrong.
what Lou said. Rather be prepared to be wrong, because chances are there's going to be somebody else who's going to try and make you wrong.
Yep.
And they're going to make you wrong because they're going to leave there going, I told you, and now you know you're wrong. But you're probably still sitting there like me, going,
confused.
Wait, can I call you queer or not? I still don't know.
Do you know what you sound like? You sound like white people. Like, yo, man, you're calling yourself a nigga. You call yourselves niggas between the two of y'all. I don't understand why I can't
white
call you
people,
nigga.
if you were to call a nigga call him a nigga and see what happens to you, man. That's on you.
I'm honest,
You too as
but I
well.
think
Yes.
it's
Call someone
on-
queer and watch
And then
what's
it's
going to
on-
happen
it's
to
on
you.
me.
That's on you.
Exactly.
But
And I'm not saying it out of offense.
No, I hear
That's
you,
what I
but
mean.
I think even that person will pick up that you're not saying it out of offense. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
So
offend
they
you.
will, but you see.
No, but that's the thing, though.
but this is
Even
where
a white
people-
guy is not trying to offend you.
No, but I think this is where people miss that exact gray area. When you are speaking to a person directly, you are receiving that information directly. You are receiving the emotions, the
Yes.
facials, the everything. You are receiving the intention in which
the
that
communication.
person. Thank you. And that is why it is a direct communication. The minute you start now informing the group of this immediate
I interpret it the way I want to interpret it.
Thank you. And that is what the world does with anything.
So
Yeah.
So back to
So-
Ms. Zodwa.
Backtrack.
Yes. So Zodwa, like, and the thing is that I'm guilty of doing this because obviously I'm baiting because I want to have the conversation, because
Right.
I want people to conversate and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
you-
so we can like.
You're trying to unite.
You're trying to make it a
I'm not really
discussion.
trying to unite.
No,
I'm
but
trying
you're trying to make it a discussion.
Exactly, because I want to hear what people have to say.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not really
You
trying to
wanna get as
unite.
many
I'm not really
opinions.
trying to push people this way or that
You're
way.
not trying to, okay, but you're not trying to divide.
Yeah, but
No.
no, I'm not trying to divide. But I'm a naughty guy. So I'm gonna say some
There's
stuff.
nowhere in hell I'm calling another grown man naughty.
I'm naughty.
I'm not calling you a naughty
Why
guy.
don't you call me naughty? Why? Is it because you're afraid you'd be?
Yes. Why are you not comfortable with saying he's naughty?
I'm not calling another grown man naughty.
So wait.
That's just me.
Straight or gay, right?
I don't care what you are. I'm calling you naughty, homie.
Yeah, man, just call me naughty.
Nah,
Come
I
on.
didn't stop saying no. Only naughty I call is naughty by nature.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Come
that's it.
on. They're naughty,
Yeah,
man.
you
They're
say-
naughty. I call me naughty. So they're naughty and I call me naughty. What, do I need to be rap and be gangster and at the same time release a music video where we got
being
summer
naughty.
bunnies?
Yes. Being naughty.
Being disrespectful to women. Is
shucks.
that what you want me to do?
Here we
You
go.
see where you're going
There
to
we
see?
There we go. You
That's
just
me
opened
being
up
naughty.
another
There we
can.
go. We didn't even go past the toll gate. We just off ramp. Let me at least pay a toll.
Right, you didn't even pay.
Naughty guy over here. Naughty by nature.
Let's go back to
So Zotwa.
to Zotwa calling the gays naughty.
So I question, like, people ask, like, what does Zotwa do? I'm like, people are mad that Zotwa spoke her truth. Her truth. I didn't say the truth. I'm
Her
saying
truth.
her truth. Her truth is that she thinks this.
From what
and
she's
I'm sure-
experienced.
and even in the way that she had said it, she wasn't
Surely she
saying.
was
I don't think she
looking
was
for
saying
an
it.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't think there was any malice. But at the same time,
I didn't see it being offensive.
no, I saw it as being
No,
offensive.
sorry.
Did you?
I didn't see it as her trying to offend.
Yes, she wasn't trying to be offensive.
Yeah, there we go.
But
That's
the
what I meant to say.
unfortunate,
It came
byproduct
across.
of it is that she
Came
came out
across.
being offensive.
Is that also because of
by
who
her-
she is?
I don't think so. I think it's just offensive, regardless.
general.
Because
Huh?
when she said, "You guys forget we accommodate you,"
Yeah,
That's
that for
offensive.
me,
That was
like
offensive.
That's
when
offensive.
I heard accommodate, I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, that.
like imagine if a white guy
Wow.
told us as black people that
We
we
accommodate you in the
accommodate you.
workplace.
Wow. Wow.
Not even in the workplace, we accommodate you.
That dude's getting his ass.
This is what's gonna.
whipped.
This is what he's gonna hear. First, first and last thing he's gonna hear.
It's on.
World
after
star!
The last thing he's gonna hear is
that.
that.
We accommodate you. No, and when I heard that, I was like, whoa.
So I mean,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
it's interesting how people are having the conversation because there's pressure on both sides, and now I'm starting to realize that how fractured a nation or society we really are when we actually start to look at it. Because now,
Yeah, we are
what I'm
broken
starting,
society.
we're a broken society. Because what I'm starting to understand
Guys,
is that
only
as the LGBTQI community, all they want to have is to be accepted. Nah?
Yep.
It's not that they want to be accepted, like, it's just one of those
Any
things.
human
Dude,
be-
just like you don't want to be offended, I don't want to be offended.
Listen,
As much as we as black people have fought for the rights of black people, we have fought for the rights of women. When we're fighting for the rights of gay people, it's like one of those, it's like an afterthought. You know what I mean? Like, and
We accommodate you.
yeah, done. We
Wow.
accommodate, that's exactly that. It's accommodation as opposed to acceptance.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, I don't, dude,
Like-
and that's so crazy because, I mean, I look at it and I go, I don't have, for me, I don't have to, you don't have to force acceptance onto me. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of, you gay, okay, cool, be gay, bro. Like, do your gay, live your life.
whatever you are.
Because at the end of the day, if you don't live your truth, then you're going to be upset. And now I'm around you and now you're bringing this negative energy into my goddamn space. I don't need that. I don't want that. So at the end of the day, you do you, man. Like, and it sucks because at the end of the day, we end up in situations like this. Look at that gay
In
anthems.
a way,
No, like, I'm sorry. I
whole
just,
playlist.
I just went onto Spotify and I typed out gay, and then it gave me a top result: gay anthems.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
59,000 followers. Let's see what the gay anthems
I think I'm gonna add this to my playlist.
No, but you know what the interesting?
Kesha Diane,
You know what the interesting?
Britney Spears, Toxic. Is that a gay anthem?
Yeah, that's a huge game.
I used to love that song.
Oof, I still
Woo!
love that
I still love that. I,
still
was
love
jamming that
that
song
song.
2 weeks ago.
song. Come on.
Like a virgin, like a touched by the.
Yes,
No,
very
but like
much.
it's a good song.
Nah, there's some
But it, just
Call Me
because,
Maybe.
Just because they're gay anthems doesn't mean they're not good songs.
Kylie Minogue. Anytime I see Kylie Minogue.
Wait, I don't know. Okay, anything by One Direction, I can understand.
Oh.
Okay, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Teenage Dream by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Last Friday night.
Baby by Justin Bieber.
Of course,
Baby,
guys.
baby. But I don't think that's a gay anthem. I don't think it's fair to call it a gay
No,
anthem.
I don't know.
That's
what
not
to
fair.
call it
This
a
is
gay
this is the
anthem.
other this is the other side of it, right?
I think it was just
Why
an
did-
anthem for
So what's-
anyone that was looking towards the male sex at that point in time.
What's a straight anthem?
No,
know what
for
I mean?
real.
Dude,
And that's the
Love
thing,
on
like,
Top
we don't
apparently
get
is a gay
straight
anthem.
anthems.
Yeah, we don't.
Like apparently
So
Love
should we
on
not
Top
be
is a gay
offended by
anthem.
that?
No, we shouldn't.
No, you
No, we shouldn't.
you shouldn't.
Oh, we
but the
shouldn't.
fact
Okay.
is that if you had to boil it down to do vice versa,
Yeah, that- if
then
we-
I understand what you're trying to say.
But how is
I
Love on
understand
Top a
what you're
gay
trying to say.
anthem?
But this is it.
Okay,
And
sorry.
I was
Yeah,
actually
anyway,
going to
you're
say
saying
something,
something, yeah.
which is really interesting. I'm realizing more over time that we were actually born in an amazing generation, and I'm so grateful that I was born in the generation I was, because we were literally put on the like the brink of the opening, where the reality is that even in your own families, you were seeing homosexuality, you were open to it, it was there. The fact is, your family, you were now young and seeing the responses from different angles and different people. So you got to learn and decide, where do you fall? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And learn more about, or decide, I'm just good. People must be people, and I'm just going to continue on my vibe. Listen, from that came a lot of negative. From that also came a lot of positive. But we were born in a generation where things were delicately and openly brought to us. Whereas today, it's in your face. It's in your face, and the reality is that's not a problem. The problem is I don't think society has actually caught up.
I honestly think society. Here's the thing, though, and I understand. I'm starting to understand the pushback, because I was even having a conversation with this other friend of mine, and he was like, "No, this whole gay thing is being forced down our throats." I'm like, just like Christianity all these years.
Yeah. But
It's like, no, Christianity wasn't forced down your throat. I'm like,
Yes, it
dude, go.
was.
I'm like, just because you look at only the what has been fed to you, as opposed to looking at everything else, you start to realize that it's completely different. You know what I mean? Just like when slavery was forced down our throats. He's like, no, the race thing is different. I'm like, no, but it's not different. It's a set of people wanting to be recognized, wanting to be recognized as an equal part of society. That's what it is.
Yep.
Like, they don't want to be ostracized. Remember, there was a stage, and he's like, no, but the Bible says, I'm like, yeah, but the Bible also says that when women are on their periods, they need to be sent out of the village, and need to stay out of that village for their full week, because they're dirty.
The Bible also says, "Thou shalt not covet another man's wife."
Yeah, and
There we
look
go.
at y'all coveting.
Coveting.
Y'all are coveting as fuck. I don't even know what that means, but y'all are coveting as
Yeah,
fuck.
you are coveting.
the Bible
You know what I
says
mean? Like,
many things
A lot of things that society
that
itself
you
is like.
choose to just close
No,
a blink to because
but you
it
know,
suits
But remember,
you.
remember, this
exact-
is,
no,
also, guys,
because
it's not
I
an
can't
attack
be-
on
It isn't.
religion.
No,
Yes.
but what we're
Okay.
doing is this is a deep dive.
I think it's
this
a
is
role-
a
it's a
society
role
deep
play.
dive, because at the end of the
We're
day,
basically giving like an open situation.
this is what
where
I-
this
no.
guy want to compare something to.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's
the
compare.
Bible?
And like,
Let's
another
compare.
thing,
So
like,
let's
and the
compare.
sad part is that
Let's make exit.
the more we speak, and like, he would turn around and say, yeah, no, this whole, like, do you think Caitlyn Jenner's a woman? He's like, is Caitlyn Jenner's a woman? I'm like, I don't care what she is. If she wants to be a woman, then I'll call her a woman. If she wants to be a man, I'll call her a man. If she wants to be a baby, I'll call baby. Look at Lil Wayne and the baby. I'm calling a grown-ass man baby.
Baby.
Like, I don't, like, it's not going to change the price of bread for me.
Exactly.
It's not
How
going to
does
change
it
the price
change
of
your
bread.
life? What
It's not
does
going
it
to change
take
my
away
life.
from
Like,
you?
why are you so touched by the fact that a person wants to follow a different lifestyle that is
To
different
yours.
to yours?
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I remember I was even laughing at the fact that, like, so we're arguing yesterday, right? We're really, like, not yesterday, I think. When was it? I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. We were arguing, and he asked me, he's like, what is a woman? I'm like, yo, bro, like, in all honesty,
He asked you what is a
yeah.
woman.
He's like, okay, let me ask you. Like, he was asking, I didn't ask what Bruce thinks, what Bruce thinks he wants to be. Like, we know what he thinks. Do you think Bruce is a woman? I'm like, dude, if you turn around and tell me that you're trans, good for you. It won't change the price of bread, whether I think you're a woman, man, or non-gender conformant. It
Exactly.
doesn't change anything. So he's like, no, tries to push me. What is a woman? So I turn around, I'm like, look, I know I fucked. I pissed him off here. I'm like, first of all, in the first time, I'm like, a woman is a female human being. The word woman is usually reserved for an adult. The girl being the usual term for a
gave him the
female
very
child
definition.
as an adolescent. Yes. I'm like, the plural women is also sometimes used for female humans, regardless of age, as in phrases such as women's rights. Women with typical genetic development are usually capable of giving birth from puberty until menopause. Some women are transgender and have a male sex assignment that does not align with their gender identity. Some women are intersex and are born with sexual characteristics that do not fit the typical notions of male or female.
Thank you.
When I did that, because I wanted to show him, and yes, it was a copy and paste answer. Yeah, I copied and pasted. There's no
But
plagiarism.
it's a beautiful
You know what I mean?
answer. It's a clean cut through.
Do you know what his
answer.
response was?
What?
A woman, a real woman,
a real woman.
a real woman can, number one, have children. Number 2 has female genitalia. And 3 has XX chromosomes. For that reason, trans women are not women. And I'm like,
Okay. And
you know, we just realized
let me
like,
blow a theory.
I'm going nowhere.
You're going
I'm going
nowhere
nowhere.
quickly.
I'm going nowhere. And the thing is, the more we keep talking, right? I'm like, and then the more we keep talking, I realize that this guy has his own issues. He's like, he says, like I said, you have a right to your delusions. He says, but the government and the left have gone too far when they force the rest of us to ignore common sense and science to make a few confused people happy. This is what he's saying. He's saying that he says, I don't hate trans. In fact, I love them and wish they would get the help they need so they can also live nice, happy lives. And I just looked at him like, are you?
What's the hell?
You're
that
not
they
okay.
need?
So wait, listen to this. And it's like, it says the help to get the help that they need. And it's like, and to also live happy, nice lives like us, instead of being used and bullshitted by the liberals and their political agenda. Like I said, this is political, and this is a way to rake away freedom and centralize power within the state. And that's when it dawned on me.
My man, you need a timeout.
That's when it dawned on me. Because I told him, I'm like, bro, it's starting to sound like you have conspiracy theory and you think liberals or free thinkers are trying to take away your freedom.
Exactly.
Dog, believe your narrative. Mara, as I said before, and I will keep saying, as society evolves, so must we.
Yes.
I think at the same time that society evolved and there was still a lot of pushback from white people saying, no, man, these people are delusional. What you think I'm equal? I'm equal to.
How am I equal to you?
I'm not equal to any black. And there's some white guys that still think like that.
And the thing is,
not just white guys, but there's also Indian people and Chinese people who think like
So
that.
let me ask you a question, Meebs. Why would you
Yeah,
go?
because race doesn't have a color, right?
Exactly.
Why would you go and associate yourself with those people? You know that they think in their minds what their truth is, that you are beneath them. Are you going to sit there with them and conversate and be in their space?
Watch out when you say those people, because it kind of sounds.
What? No, racist people.
Yes.
Sorry. Are you going to go and actively sit with racist people and try and convince them otherwise?
No.
It just gets to a point where you're like,
Shit! I'm trying to convince you
I'm
of something.
fighting.
You're fighting.
It's like I'm
losing
having an
battle.
argument with a brick wall.
Yes.
It's your
You know what I mean?
truth.
Because your truth, and you're living your truth, and you are so certain that this is an attack on the government and it's an attack on your freedom.
It's
Right.
exactly.
You actually think that people who people who are gay and are asking to be accepted by society is an attack on you.
Yes.
the same
It's
as-
a direct.
It's a
attack.
direct
And
and
that's
personal
what you've
attack
gotta
on you.
realize.
That's when I realized that, guys, there's
Okay,
no point
my
in me
man,
speaking to this person
To a person
or arguing
like,
like
that,
this anymore.
You coming out black is a direct offense to them.
No, because I kept taking back to. I'm like, dude, you sound like 1974 apartheid.
Yes.
When black people were saying, nah, enough is enough. And white people were like, nah, y'all have a mental illness if you think that me and
you guys need help.
You're like, if you think me and you are equal,
You crazy, nigga.
you're crazy.
Exactly.
That's where the phrase actually comes from.
You're crazy.
There's a white dude.
And I'm saying to him, and he's like,
Look at this crazy nigga.
Because he'll come back and he'll tell me about the Bible. It's like, watch as Christians start getting thrown in prison for their beliefs.
Don't do that.
And then it's like,
don't
and then
do
he's
that.
like, you heard it here first.
No,
But
no.
then I turn around and I'm like, yo,
You
bro.
Heard
No,
it
no.
here first.
Breaking news, my nigga. No, Fox News has been saying this.
So
Ooh,
then,
you're a cheesy
I turn around and
ass.
I'm like, if your beliefs are discriminatory and they cause harm to another, then
Let's go to jail.
Then you got no business being part of society.
Thank you.
You got no business
You
being
are
part of society.
disruptive to
He's like, no,
society.
I believe in God of the Bible. I'm like, yo, bruh, I don't care. Your God is not everyone else's God.
You know,
Just
a
because
guy
it's
like
like
that.
You forcing it down my
Don't
throat.
force.
Yeah.
You don't like, and that's what you do, and you don't see that. And the thing is, the more
because
that
it's God.
A
and
guy
I'm
like
dude,
that, just to upset him, I'd be like, so what you're saying is that God is white. And
No,
it's
because if you say that, then it's a whole nother topic, and I've already argued with him enough.
like,
You're already tired.
If I want to upset
Oh,
you,
God.
that's exactly where I'm going.
Because the thing is, it doesn't help, and I've said to him as well. I'm like, I don't want to have these conversations over WhatsApp with you.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them face to face so we can cut it and it's over.
Yeah.
But with WhatsApp, it just keeps going and it keeps going, and then he feels as though he's got like aha moment. It's like, aha, you see, I found it.
No,
See,
and that's-
aha, aha.
no,
and
because-
it's like, no, but like
No.
this wasn't about that.
But that the reason for that is that you are actually listening to respond. You're not listening
No.
to
Yes.
you're not
No,
listening
no,
to
no.
take in what I'm
Right.
saying
Take it-
and
and-
understand it
Right.
and go, you know what, dog? And that's the thing. This is what
to
I'm
form
saying.
an actual opinion.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of being on the edge. When you're on the edge, you can sit and go, okay, cool. What Zodwa said might have been offensive. But also, as you said, that Zodwa's truth. Okay. How do we
Exactly.
actually navigate the situation here? Zodwa, please explain. You know what Zodwa had to do? Zodwa had to go into defensive mode. Me, I have over 25 gay friends. You see now.
And then he's doing the
Now
same thing as white
now
people
you're doing
do.
that same thing.
The same thing
Why
white
are you
people do,
doing
like,
that?
Yeah, man,
because
I'm a racist.
because
Why are you
I'm
doing
being
that?
backed into a
I'm a
corner, so I
racist.
have to
What?
defend.
Simi and Jack are my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because now I have to
come
no.
on.
They're
Now I
not
have to
to
defend
defend.
myself.
So
No,
unnecessary.
because the attack now.
Exactly.
And
And
that's
now
if-
the fucking opportunity to conversate
It's
It's
gone.
gone.
It's gone.
It's
It's
gone.
all gone.
Like I even said to him,
Shut
I'm
your
like,
shit.
yo, man, Hitler and his men had beliefs, had strong beliefs, and
Very
were
strong
discriminatory
beliefs.
and caused harm. He had to get cancelled. Him and his ilk, right? Were
Cancelled.
not part of society.
Agreed.
I'm like, the apartheid regime had strong beliefs and they were discriminatory and caused harm. They also had to be. They shouldn't be part of society.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And
it's
that's why they were
and then-
actively removed.
Yeah, and this is why I turn around. I'm like, guys, I think the problem, and now I started to see it even more. Right? It's just history replaying itself.
Yes. Every day.
From race relations to gender relations, now into LGBTQI versus the rest versus everyone else.
See, that's what it is. That's what it's become now.
That's what it is. Like, because it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But we are not finding a proper way to deal with it.
no.
Because the
We're
problem is that,
not.
now I see the pushback. I'm not excusing the pushback, but I see it. Like, oh, okay, now I understand.
So that's what you mean.
Y'all, now you know, like, it's funny. The joke in my head. Now you know how white people feel. Right? Now you know what white people have been saying. White people can't take this shit no more.
Exactly.
That
They're
enough.
upset.
That enough.
They're big mad.
Alright.
Big mad.
I can't argue with you. No. You mad. Look at you. You mad. You big mad.
I can't even.
That's and I mean, listen to that. Even
can't
listen, as
handle
funny
you
as
guys.
that, as funny as that is.
Because it's true.
He's right.
So true. It's
I-
so true.
I can't
can't
argue with you.
I can't argue with you.
Firstly,
Not even a who are you. I can't. You big man. You're not gonna see everything
not
because
gonna
you're
hear
seeing
it.
your
red.
emotions have gone here, so
Yes.
your intelligence level just went. And
Yeah.
all you're going to do is defend until the cows come home. And now I'm sitting here. If I'm paying attention and I'm not letting my emotions get the best of me, I'm gonna sit and go, "Alright, nigga, I can't talk to you anymore." Like, it's chilled. And I think that this is kind of what's happening with the Zodwa situation, right?
Yeah.
Is that there's been so much. She's right. She's wrong. She's wrong. So you have people on one side. Yeah, and that's the thing. You have people who are on her side, and you have people who are against her. And now I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, what are you guys actually doing? Right? Besides getting online and saying, no, don't cancel or uncancel or whatever, where are you guys actually sitting down and figuring out a way to engage in proper conversations around the real issues that the LGBTQI community actually faces?
And the problem
And
with
that's
our
the thing, I don't
understanding,
think-
that's another
and
thing we
that
don't
was
do.
where I was
We are
gonna
not
get to.
we're not speaking about our understanding for the LGBTQI's plight.
Because I'm
Yes,
going to say
you know what I mean?
something for Zodwa herself. The reality is you were quick to back yourself up and say, I have however many gay friends, but it tells me that you're not really educating yourself with those gay
I don't think she's
friends.
educated. I don't think like and at
At
the same
all.
time. But then you start looking
But
at the
that's
relationship
okay.
she has with those people. With those people.
With
the
those
relationship
friends.
she has with those friends.
Right.
Are they going the extra mile to try and educate her,
But
or
maybe-
have they just realized Zota? There's nothing more really.
And
do.
they're not
maybe
even-
they've
given up.
Maybe they've reached
Guys,
a
I
wall
have
themselves.
all types of friends. I've got a friend who's he's racist.
Right.
And when he says like he's not a racist, but he says, dude,
I don't
I'm
have
just
any
not gonna date.
racist friends.
I'm not gonna date a black chick, dude.
Oh,
I
you mean
don't
like
want
he
to.
can't
I don't
do it.
want to.
No,
And I'm
you
like,
said,
it's
"I don't
okay,
want to."
it's fine, but the dates happen. Your life's gonna change.
That fire
I
pump.
remember,
Wait,
I remember
you
he
just
used to be
said
a
I don't want
he
to.
says I don't want to. When he used to be a vegetarian, right? like full on vegetarian. Do you know what made him start eating meat?
What?
Bacon.
KFC, my nigga.
Oh, for real?
KFC.
That's
And
how it starts.
I'm like, you remember the taste of KFC? How great it was.
That's how it
That's
starts.
what happens when you
Now
date a black
imagine you
chick.
can have somebody who does that for you at home.
bro.
You're done.
Bro. So,
You're
but, like,
done,
but that's
no.
the thing, though. Like, I understand that. I could have been angry. I could have.
And you could have
What?
been like
And-
aggressive
and I could have just
upset
cancelled
about
him.
It. Yeah.
And you could have been like, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Cancel
No.
him as a friend.
I can't
Because
and then
that's-
I realized something that, but there's certain, like, you know, this, he was being honest, his belief system is not causing harm. Yes, may sound discriminatory, downright offensive from here and there, but it's not causing harm to me or to anyone else. He's just saying, dude, I like what I like, this ain't what I like.
And the
I'm
moment-
like, wait, hang on, is that racist? Or
Is that preference?
or is it preference? Because if it's preference, then I've got no business being angry.
Listen, as long as it's
Nigga,
put to
you
you
have
as
no-
preference, then all good. The
You know what I mean?
I also
Like,
feel you have
is
no
does
business
he-
being.
Angry whether or not, even if it was offensive, I got no business because
here's the
honestly, I'm not going to take
question.
that and
Here's the
own
question.
it.
Is he racist towards you?
No.
So then-
In fact, can I tell you something? Majority of his friends are all black.
Oh, well, then there you go.
and
Like,
he's,
there's a-
he's not going to turn around and say, I've got five. I don't think he can name how many black friends he
You
has.
see,
Because they're just his friends.
The
They're just
people
his friends.
when we invite him
See?
when
Thank
we
you.
invite him out, whenever he goes to go and chill out, dude, this guy has so much more fun chilling with the duckies. Whenever
they
he
do.
goes out, he's with the duckies.
fine.
Whenever he goes out and he chills with the white boy, he's always complaining, I'm not really having fun. This,
Always moaning.
that. Like you can see him, it's like he's on like
Relax.
Full black mode.
he's on, you know, like he's gotta be a certain way. Like, and I've seen him before. I've seen him interacting with when he's chilling with white guys, when he's chilling with us, he's just himself. Like, ain't nobody care about you. When there, it's like he feels as though he's got
A persona. almost.
he's gotta, you know, he's
Yeah.
gotta work at it. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, dude. You know,
Gotta work
you
at
know,
it.
but the thing is, I've seen him so relaxed when he's with us, because he can speak his mind and he can be himself, and we can
Right.
actually argue about certain things, and
Right.
and it's all good. The difference between that friendship versus maybe the Zotwa and her friends is that maybe they don't have those robust
Right.
No,
conversations.
we don't want to.
No. I don't think that the room is open for that. Do you get what I mean?
Like someone,
And maybe this situation actually opened up that room. You like that's
And I think
that's
that-
the reality.
I also think that as well. I think that's a great opportunity.
Do you not think
Perfect
that maybe? Do you
opportunity.
not think maybe she's?
Or maybe
Maybe-
she
may-
was
maybe-
opening
no,
up
but
something for her.
Maybe they have already had this chat,
And maybe
that's
she
why she
was
was
bringing
opening
it
up
up.
to actually speak
Exactly.
on her show
because she's
Because
honest
that's-
with her gay
because she
friends
spoke
about
to
it.
Thank
and she
you.
said,
And
to-
maybe she-
"I've seen you niggas fighting with women.
Remember when
I don't
I
see
said,
other guys do
remember
this the way
when
you
I,
guys do it."
Remember when I said I think she was trying to maybe get an opinion?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe she was looking for some opinions, and sometimes the way to really get at it, because to actually start this conversation,
To
she
say
had
some
to
wild
be,
shit.
she had to be
Like so-
wild about it. Do you
And
get what
she
I'm
has,
saying?
She has,
So look-
she has a reality show for that specific reason, right?
But she's turned around and she's apologized. Like I saw the recent
As
her
to
most
how it
recent-
could have been
Yeah, she's
taken
like, guys,
offensively."
that's not what I meant to
You
say.
see what I'm saying?
My bad. Like I did not know that I was being,
Yo, I got a tip.
you know,
You
I
got
was
a
being
tiptoe.
transphobic, and like that's not what I like, guys. When I say like I've got 25 gay friends and stuff like that. Like
She didn't know she was
like
being
she
genuine,
thinks she's being genuine, and then I sit there and I'm like, really, this is what white people really like go through. Like, guys, I'm not racist.
Yeah.
Jack and Sonny are my friends.
Look at my black friend.
Look at my black
Let me
friend.
call him. Let me call him.
Let me call him. Let me call him.
Tell, and he'll tell you. Yo,
Sonny,
yo,
Sonny,
just tell this guy about racism.
real quick, real quick. To tell this guy I'm not racist.
It's like when your girl catches you cheating and you call your homie and it's like,
Sonny,
yo,
real quick.
tell
Where
him,
were
tell
we
her
at?
I was, tell
Tell her I was with you.
where were we last night? Remember. It's like,
Idiot.
So then someone
You're fucking-
and that's the thing though, and you know sometimes that's the thing about Twitter as well though. Like it
The verse.
There's people who tweet sideways. This chick wrote, oh wow, she wrote, "Save Zota Wabantu's show." Says, "I love gays, but attention la rata shame." As in, hey, you guys love attention. That's what she's saying. Saying, I don't think Zota was trying to disgrace you guys
Yeah.
or something. We always say men are trash, but you won't find men trying to cancel women.
Yep.
Oh, we've tried, trust me. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work in your favor.
It never catches on. It's still
It doesn't-
2019.
Doesn't
We're still
work
trying.
in your
We're still
favor.
trying to make a trend.
We're going 2020, shorty.
We're gonna try.
We got you. We got you. Dude. We've got it.
We're coming.
Restart. We're gonna re-strategize.
Yeah.
We've got a whole new social media team.
Still not going to work in your favor.
New campaign.
You
system.
can pay.
But okay.
New money in it. Like it's different, guys. We're gonna.
They try to cancel me. They try to cancel
This
me.
shit doesn't work, you know. And then,
That's
and
just not
then,
gonna happen.
and then this chick is getting
man.
dragged. Like
That's
she's
funny.
getting dragged. It's like, do you have a daughter? It's like someone responds, like, do you have a daughter? Think of the content she feeds.
Huh?
Would be a mother? What would a mother be enough?
No. Would be. Nah, read it properly.
Would this person said
read-
would
no, we are
be-
quoting.
I'm quoting verbatim.
Yeah.
Would be a mother enough to allow your child to seize the opportunity of letting education isolate itself because she can dance.
She can what? No, please finish that sentence.
Nah.
Finish the sentence.
Nigga gave up because the tweet had nothing to do. She had nothing to do. What the? That's Twitter.
You know
That's
you're
why I
driving.
love it.
You know you're driving.
And a bee comes in your fucking. That nigga said nothing, but he said everything.
That was word salad. that was word salad.
Because I was trying
that
to
was like
understand
one of
where you
those.
were getting
I'm
to.
just gonna take everything. You know when you have a
see my
salad.
face.
Looking at you.
Lucette is looking at me.
I
I'm
know
so-
what he's saying. I
And
know.
the thing is, the more I read,
No.
I
like,
know.
And you know what I hate? What I hate is that this guy saw the tweets, nah, and he was
But
like,
did you
"No,
read it?
like."
No, this guy's trying to.
And I was trying to put it in context, maybe.
No, bro.
okay,
How are you going to get that tweet into context?
Look.
Okay, let's read it again. Let's try it again.
Okay, let me
Do
do
you
it.
have a daughter?
I got this.
You
I
do it.
I got this.
You
I
do
got
it.
this.
Take a sip.
Read it. Read
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Read it. Read it.
Do you have daughter? Think of content she feeds. Would be a mother enough to allow your child seize the opportunity of letting education isolates itself because she can dance naked?
No.
Or if you think had a gay son
No.
who
No.
lives
No.
knowing,
No. Say it. Read it again.
What?
If you had.
or if you had a gay son who lives knowing he's hated,
Huh?
First get.
he can choose to be. Think.
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna read it one more time.
No ways, guys.
One more.
No, you see, that person should be cancelled off Twitter.
One more.
No.
One more.
We in the year of cancelling, right?
One more. And the crazy
No.
thing,
Take his phone away.
And you know what? I've got right to say this. My
Take-
brothers always
take
talk
this
about
man's
like
phone
how
away.
sometimes I don't pay attention when I'm texting. And you know predictive text can screw you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you
guy's
are
motivational.
posting,
I
I
guys,
reread.
When you
And
are
I
posting,
reread.
you need to
And then after you
reread.
click send, you're like, shit, I forgot to write the.
Exactly.
Guys.
It happens to
Guys,
everybody.
guys,
But
This guy's a
this is an
motivational.
abomination.
He's a motivational author.
Wow.
Wait, I want to read this again.
What is
do
that?
You, wait,
What is
do
a
you have
motivational
daughter?
author?
Question mark. Think of the content she feeds. Full stop. Would be a mother
Please don't do it.
enough to allow. What's again? English is not our mother.
It's not our mother's son.
It's not our mother's tongue. And two people like that tweet.
Of course.
Two people actually read it and liked it.
They understood it.
Yes.
What did they understand?
That to be a mother,
What?
one must
To be
dance.
a-
one must dance naked of gay sons.
And gay sons. That's what we
The
got. from it.
fucking premise
And then,
of
and then,
it.
and then
George
he
R. R.
finished- and then
Martin
he
can't write
finishes
like
it
that.
off with confidence.
No, think in caps.
Woo!
Think in caps.
Gotta
So,
love it.
and then someone
Moving
says,
on.
don't downplay Zotwa's homophobic violence. Anyone with any kind of platform should be smart enough to use it responsibly. If they aren't, disconnect their microphone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, guys, I don't think...
Homophobic violence.
You see, now this is another thing that I've said before.
Violence.
This is the same thing that I've said
No,
before.
wait. Does this person realize that you are basically claiming that Zotwa has been abusive physically, to emotionally, all of it, towards the whole community?
Dude.
So this guy goes and responds, is like, wow,
That's
so free
very
speech.
dangerous.
And that's another thing as well.
She's
A lot
about
of people
to
are
get-
claiming free speech.
Please read this thread
So
properly because
someone
she's about to
says,
get
so someone goes on
bodied.
Facebook and says, so free speech is an act of violence now. Wow, what a time to be alive. The same person goes and responds, says, no, please brush up on your understanding of rights and responsibilities, free speech and prejudice. Resist the temptation of coming here and making a fool of yourself. Guys, like, wow, You are so tolerant. Anyway, I did an entire semester on the Bill of Rights during my LLB.
You just
Wait,
got
wait,
fake.
just take it. Take it, shorty, take it.
Please tell me they
And
came
then
back
it's
with a
like,
clever response.
and can confirm that our constitution does not protect individuals from being offended.
How does the Constitution protect you from offense?
Guys,
And then
come
he's
on.
like, if you're still confusing and conflating giving offense and outright prejudice statements, then I'm afraid that the entire semester wasn't enough for you. Yes, you gotta take the good with the bad, dog. As much as I don't agree with what she is
thing
at,
is,
Yeah, she's trying to
what
move the
she's
fence.
adding, she's moving off the
no,
fence.
she came back with it as well. But the fact is that these are the comments that are coming out because a lot of people are saying, but wait, guys, but Zota's telling the truth. It's like, yeah, because it's not to say that Zota was not telling the truth. Yes, it's not like she wasn't stating facts. But the fact is that she was being offensive in her stating those facts.
Yeah.
She was being very offensive. You know?
You see, wait. Now this is where, this is,
Are you
I have
seriously
no-
going to go into...
no, because, no. I have no problem with people being smart. Be smart. I love your smartness. I love your intellect. But I don't like it when you try and be the smartest person in the room when you're not. Okay? Now let me just, the reason why I said that. So this person says violence and puts the eyes looking. She says, yes indeed. Words that incite hate and disdain for any group of people is an act of violence. Don't be a simpleton.
Wow.
Definition of violence. Behavior involving physical force
Thank
intended
you.
to hurt, damage, kill someone or something.
That's why the first word I reacted to was violence.
So
Educate
when-
yourself.
Simpleton. When we want to talk about being a simpleton, you are being a simpleton because at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is push your narrative. So when I disagree with your narrative, you're going to insult me.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to insult you back. Because at the end of the day, you need to stop being an asshole on Twitter. The guy told you straight up, from what he saw in his constitution, there's nothing in, from what he studied, there's nothing in the constitution that says, hey, I can charge you for offending. Do you know how many relationships would be fucking, people would be in
How
jail?
many people would be in jail if that was the case?
So guys,
Jails would be even more overcrowded.
the problem is that what you start to pick up with all of this is that
Keyboard warriors.
people feel people,
Warriors.
and that's the thing though. And now I actually really start to sympathize with white people now so much more after all of this, because then I start to realize, wow, like y'all, like when you guys are fighting, saying no, why do you want to cancel Afrikaans? This is our language. No, you're going to no. It's Afrikaans is our language. It's not doing anything to you. I start to realize. I really shut up.
Not doing anything to you.
I realize
making me fail.
now.
But I should have more options.
The thing
not
is that
cancel
the thing
off
is
the
that
part.
now I realize when white people now, it doesn't matter regardless to Afrikaans, whatever the case may be.
Whatever
Now-
they're fighting against.
Whatever you're fighting against, like whatever your beef is. Now I understand.
Whatever you canceling.
Like now,
cancel
now I
here.
start to see it because the thing is that like straight people are thinking, no, we are being marginalized. Now we must accept everyone, even if
There's
you're
too
gay.
many gays.
There's too many.
Ah!
Now we must
They're
change.
coming to take our children.
Listen, now we must change our laws to accommodate you. Why must we?
Who are you?
Who are you? And then guess
Wow.
what? A couple of years back, blacks.
Who are you?
Us to change our laws to accommodate you, blacks.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
What
where,
do you know?
Where are you?
About constitutions.
Where are you?
Can you read?
Leave the country then.
How?
That's where it's coming. That's exactly what is
where
happening.
we're at.
And I think,
It's
and I think,
repetition.
and I really think people are just
you know
ain't seeing it.
what's funny is that people are going to be like, no, you guys are breaking it down too much. No, we're not.
No.
We're breaking it down the
We're
exact same
back
way
to
you
the
dumbasses
simple-
are breaking it down.
The
Right?
most
Right?
simple
Exactly. Listen here, you simpletons.
And we're using logic. We are using logic,
this is
simpletons.
exactly what you're sounding like. This
Yes,
is exactly what
this
you're
is
sounding
exactly
like.
how you are. The Bible says,
I wish you
okay,
heard yourself.
when was the Bible written? Let's also do some. Let's do some digging
Okay.
on when the
Hey,
Bible
man,
came out.
please let's not
No, I'm just saying. I don't want to. No,
let's
let's
not
not
go there.
I ain't trying to fight with religion.
Hey, bro.
I'm just saying.
Hey, bro.
You niggas need to pay attention because at the end of
No,
the
I
day,
agree.
the same
Listen.
book that you fighting for is the same
the
book
same book.
that you doing pum pum things with, right
Exactly.
next to your like. You smashing your flipping your wife's best friend. Next to your Bible.
Yeah,
Man.
right next to it.
I'm not even gonna say that. You
You
see
know.
that guest house that you booked?
Oh,
You know, if you open the first
there's
drawer,
a Bible there.
There's a Bible.
Jesus has been watching you, nigga.
So now,
Yeah.
so like I think the biggest
Cancel the come out.
no, that's,
And
you know
now,
what, that's
and
gonna
now,
start
guys,
trending.
you
Don't
start,
do
and now
that.
you're starting to find almost all the holy books. Now
Everyone,
you start to, it's
everyone,
true, they're
everyone's
starting to
got-
put.
Because you
everyone-
must accommodate us.
No, exactly.
everyone
now
has
they're
issues.
accommodating all the religions.
Everyone-
So
everyone
now
has-
all you cheaters, you sitting there wanting to put the book.
All
The book.
all you slummers.
So, like- so, like,
telling your
I think the
Amai
biggest-
that you don't drink.
The thing is that-
Yeah.
Amma knows you drink.
The thing is, the more we talk about everything, I think the biggest thing that people forget is that everyone is fighting for equality, and I think that's the biggest thing.
That's the craziest.
Women
Fighting.
women are fighting for equality.
Fighting.
The LGBTQI community is fighting for equality.
Fighting.
Black people are still fighting for equality.
Straight people are fighting for.
you know, and then straight people man,
Fighting.
Straight people now have enjoyed so much equality. White people have enjoyed so much equality that the minute that the status quo changes,
Ah!
I think that's the biggest thing. Once your environment starts to evolve,
handle it.
a lot of people, it's either you'll be part of the people who are happy to see change, or you'll be part of the people that, you know, will either fight it because of the fact that you are happy at how your bubble
Got popped.
you know your bubble is, and you don't want it popped. I think that's the biggest problem and the biggest issue with everything. And that's why I said
That's
that,
the
guys,
thing, though.
as society evolves, so much
the
we.
Constitution
You know what I
and
mean?
shit.
The Constitution also needs to evolve as well, because at the same time is that you cannot sit there and say that yes, we all have equal rights, but then turn around and say, yeah, but gay people can't get married.
It's ridiculous.
Gay people can't marry each other. Gay lesbian community cannot marry each
can I
other.
ask you a question?
You know what I mean?
Doesn't make any
As in,
sense.
then the Constitution is not for everyone. Then it's for select.
Can I ask you a question? So it's two cases that I've now heard about. Gay couple wanting to get married, went to a baker. Baker said no. It's not my
When
beliefs.
to date that?
Went to
No,
went
they
to
want-
get a
they
cake.
asked the
Yeah,
baker-
they asked the baker to
a
bake them the
baker.
cake.
Bake them the cake, and the baker said, nah.
"Look, it's not my beliefs.
Whoa.
So you guys can go find somebody else." The people that they were so offended and so hurt, and they made a massive uproar about
The fact that
the
this
baker
person wouldn't make the cake.
wouldn't make them the cake. So I'll give my response, and then you guys can give your take on it.
Mm-hmm.
How many fucking bakers are there in the world?
Dude.
And at the end of the day, why are we so set on making people wrong for what their truths are? You believe, so we said you are a dancer. We are hypothetically in this whole situation. You get a class of gay kids.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you know that the kids are gay.
Oh,
it's against
okay.
your beliefs.
Okay.
That it's against your beliefs, and you say to DSSL, Dance South Africa, yo, it's against my beliefs to teach gay students.
Right.
Should you be fired for that?
If DSSL does not want to be involved with people who are prejudiced to a particular set of people, then so be it.
Then so be it.
Because
That's
at
what
the
it
same
is.
time, they don't want to be associated with
With-
someone who
But-
would discriminate.
And then
That
Lisette-
leaves
outwardly
them
discriminate
with their
And then
choice,
Lisette must
but
also-
it
specific set of
can't-
people.
And then
But
Lisette
I
must also
can't get
take that
upset.
decision.
Yeah,
She
I
must also
can't
know.
take that out.
Yeah.
I've got to take my L.
Yeah, she's
They've
gonna
gotta
take her L
their
as well.
Okay.
She's gonna take her L, saying that well, I mean, if they're firing Lisette's like, okay, cool, but I'm standing by my convictions.
Yes.
If I really,
I'm
if those
bound
are
stand
really
by.
my beliefs,
You know what I mean?
can't be hurt.
So you can't go
By
now and put it,
that.
go to the media and say, you know what happened, you
No.
know what, they did me wrong
No.
because
I can't, because the reality is our beliefs don't align. So the truth is I need to go where I
your
am,
beliefs are
where
accepted.
my beliefs are being met. Finished. Now what you're trying to, and I like what you're trying to give, and because taking it back to what you were saying earlier, that's the problem. People want to go in fighting.
Yeah.
Why must you fight? You get to a situation that's not for you. Instead of fighting it, with so many options, I understand if that's the only option, then you've got to fight it. Because
Last
you
resort.
need to give more options, right?
Yeah.
So that you have a choice. Now you have the choice and you're still fighting with something where you have a choice. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like
You're fighting a backwards fight.
You guys heard about
Izzy.
the Australian rugby player Israel Folau?
This is crazy, man.
So Israel Folau,
I
basically,
really like this guy.
what he did, he says he posted a tweet like a while ago. It says, warning: drunks, homosexuals, adulterers, liars, fornicators, thieves, atheists, and idolaters.
Wow.
Hell awaits you. Repent, only Jesus saves.
Wow.
That's what he tweeted, right?
No, he crammed that.
No, well, put it on the gram, tweet, whatever the case may be. And then he said, those that are living in sin will end up in hell unless you repent. Jesus Christ loves you and is giving you time to turn away from your sin and come to him. And then he quoted. Quoted. Yo, quoted.
Hey, we are quitting.
Yeah, quitted. I just made a new word, quit. When you quote, tweet. Gotta turn that L into a W, dog.
Live your best life.
Quit, my nigga. Quit your truth.
Quit your truth.
So he quoted Galatians 5 verses 9 to 21. All right, where obviously he's talking about everything, witchcraft, adultery, fornication,
Hatred. It's funny that he didn't say any of that in this tweet.
You know what I mean? And then he also quoted Acts 2 verse 38 and Acts 17 verse 30.
He's doing his thing.
And the gay community banned him quickly.
Not even the gay community. Rugby Australia was
Rugby
like,
Australia terminated his contract. He cannot play for the Wallabies, the national rugby team in Australia.
Yeah.
And and a friend of mine, the same friend that I was arguing with,
Cancel
he's like, so what do you think about what happened with Israel Folau? I'm like, in all honesty, I think Israel Folau should have shut his mouth. He shouldn't have tweeted that, even if those are his beliefs. He shouldn't have said anything. I honestly think he shouldn't have said anything because in the environment that we currently live in now,
that's hate speech.
that's
hate violence.
The unfortunate part is that it comes across as hate speech. That's the unfortunate part about it.
So if we
Because the
compare
thing
this,
is,
if we compare
you-
Zodwa and this,
if you look at it, being drunk is a choice.
Yes.
Adultery is a
choice.
choice. Lying
Lying
is a choice.
Fornicating
Is a choice. Being an atheist is also a choice.
It is, yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
choose to not
being
believe.
an idolate, it's all a choice.
Being
But
homosexual.
is not
being
being a
homosexual,
choice.
Not a choice.
I think we've all understood that it's not a choice, guys. It's like you're born with this, and this is
Who you are.
This is
So
who you
now-
are.
it's like how you born a dick. You didn't choose to be a dick, bro, but you're a dick.
But sometimes it looks like you're trying to be.
And then
You know what I mean?
and you're trying to move away from your truth, but you're a dick.
Even with that, I'm saying that's the unfortunate part, even with the Zotwa thing, that it comes across as being offensive. And
Right.
because it comes across as being offensive, that's why there's a big whoop
Do you
about
think,
it.
do you think
know
that
what
if,
I mean?
do you think that if she took out select words, so if she took out things like accommodate you and
Yeah.
actually just accommodate you.
Yeah, I think the accommodate
been
you one
taken very
was the one that sent them
differently.
across like over the edge.
Cancel.
Fuck this nigga.
We
You know what I mean?
now we're on the train.
Yeah, so like even with you guys saw what happened with Fat Joe. So Fat Joe got suspended as well from Radio 7, Radio 2000.
What do you say?
He got pulled from radio
What did
until
he
further
say?
notice after his homophobic comments. They say homophobic comments. They're saying in the episode, Zotwa made comments about gay people being too dramatic and forgetting that they don't have vaginas. Joe added his own view on the debate and allegedly asked why gay men would not accept how hard it is for most people to accept their lifestyle. That's what Joe said.
He
Joe
asked.
said asked why gay men would not accept how hard it is for most people to accept their lifestyle. And apparently his comments drew sharp backlash from the LGBTQIQ community, ITQ plus community, and others on social media, with many calling for the station to suspend the star.
So he was basically asking why you as gay men don't understand why it's so hard for us as straight people to understand your
lifestyle.
Your lifestyle.
To accept your,
To accept your lifestyle.
Wait, to accept your lifestyle.
So it's the battle of acceptance.
Yes.
Yes.
So
And he
I'm-
says, but you see, in all that, I honestly think, guys, okay, cancel culture is
At a
really
high.
is at an all-time high, and we are starting to push out people like for the smallest of things. I get, yes, but I don't see how what Fat Joe had asked
So see, no, it's exactly
But-
the same thing as
wait,
the
Again,
queer
leaving room
question.
for education.
But at the same time, imagine someone who's white turning around and asking us the exact same question. That's why I always come back to that.
We cancel them.
When someone white's like, why can't black people understand that we just can't accept them as human beings?
I can't.
Like I don't
accept it.
like if someone on the
I
radio,
can accept
if
it.
someone on the
I
radio,
just
if someone on the radio,
If Gareth
Not be
Cliff said
around
that.
if Gareth Cliff said, I don't understand why black people cannot understand, you
We
know,
would have cancelled them
that
without
it
even-
is so hard for us as why it's so hard for us as white people to accept them as human beings.
I just wouldn't want to
Had
understand you.
would people have cancelled Gareth Cliff as well?
Yeah, they
I
would have
think so,
burnt his
definitely.
freaking house down.
So then, the question being like, and it's crazy. Like I'm caught between the two, where I sit there and I think, yeah, but surely what Joe said wasn't offensive.
Nigga, I'm still waiting for the offense.
But then I turn around and I'm like, yeah, but if someone white said that about black people, it would have been hella
No,
offensive.
but also isn't it's the
Here's
other
the
thing that we
reality.
discussed.
It's the
Here's
fr-
the reality. Is what Joe was basically saying is, why can't you accept the fact that I'm not open? And to
I'm not open to
whatever
whatever it is
to
you're
whatever
trying to
it
do.
is that you're trying
Yeah.
to do.
Essentially, that's what. Okay, cool. I
Essentially,
get
that's
it.
what
Yeah,
it
and then
was.
Okay.
the more you
Okay.
delve into it, like, okay, yeah, it's kind of
Easy.
offensive. Look, and I
But
get
at
where
the
he was
same-
coming from.
I get where he was coming
I
from.
don't find it
However,
trying to ask.
He was
I don't find it
and this
offensive.
is the thing, though. I think
know.
he was opening room for conversation.
Yes, that's what he was trying to do.
Which
I think he
is-
was trying to promote the conversation. But
Right.
the problem about it is that
The time
it
we're
got
in,
lost in translation
right?
more than anything.
Yes,
Because I think-
because he tied in with Zodwa. That's
Exactly.
the problem. He tied in with the
you
wrong
see,
thing.
Because the problem is
Because we
that
hyped.
now these days, exactly,
Cancel culture,
emotion
bro.
runs everything.
Yeah, we hyped on one thing. We hyped about
Everything's about
Zodwa. So
emotion now.
Like it's cancel culture, and I'm not saying cancel culture because of the LGBTQI plus community. Gosh, I have to always say that because I don't want to be offensive. You know, I think
It's
the
a
problem,
lot.
yeah,
It's a
but
mouthful.
the problem is that it's not just that community. It's everyone in general.
Yeah.
Every community.
Look at R. Kelly.
Bro,
We're
people-
canceling. We're
Bro,
canceling.
people
And
wanna
when I
take
talk about R.
offense.
Kelly, I'm just talking about from a cancel culture perspective. How you feel about Kelly, that R. Kelly, that's you, and that's what you need to go through. I don't really care. Whatever, man. Like, it's just I can't keep
Those are R.
holding.
Kelly's
Like, I
choices.
can't keep carrying hate with me.
for R. Kelly's choices.
Like, I can't keep carrying hate because if you keep carrying hate, nah, the only person who's really affected by this
Is you.
Is you.
Thank you.
And
I'm gonna.
and I just can't anymore. Like, if you're gonna be racist, be racist.
Thank
That's
you.
it,
I
man.
just
Like,
don't want to be.
I just
like I don't need
be
to
happy.
have my
I,
energy.
I can't take the exactly. Like, I can't have your racism affect my energy.
bro,
No.
it's like when you know,
And
like
my
And I
aura.
can't let it
You know
actually
that-
affect
you know-
my life.
you know that
and
place in-
change
Exactly, you
my
know what I mean.
direction and my thoughts.
But it's
and-
easy for us to say this about ourselves
No, but
and race
that's part in-
versus the LGBTQI
No,
because we
I
are
think-
not
no,
because
no,
we are
We're not part of that
we're
community.
not part of the community and we don't fully understand. Just like someone who's white cannot fully understand the plight of a black man.
So
But
let's,
that
this
is
is how
why-
we. But this
but
is how
that
we.
is
This is why
why-
you rather engage instead of dividing.
Thank you. But that is why at the end of the day, platforms like this, people having conversations like this are necessary. And the problem is why we in the rut we're in is because we keep not
can't-
having
we
the
don't
right
wanna-
conversation.
we don't wanna
because
talk.
we're gonna make
no
you
one
wrong.
wants
We
to
don't wanna
talk.
talk.
No, you're wrong. Cancel me.
Everybody's
Shut
wrong.
up.
Thank you.
I don't wanna
You're
hear
just
from
you're
you.
wrong
It's just-
or you're right, and you're not even prepared to give an opinion to say.
No, you can't. You
Give
can't
it-
give an
look
opinion.
at it this
You're not
way.
allowed to give an opinion.
And why am I wrong for not?
But this is what Kevin Hart
and
even
why
said
am
as
I
well.
wrong for not knowing any better?
This is what Kevin Hart said
oh,
before as well. It's
that-
like, guys, we end up getting persecuted because of our opinion, or even the fact that we want to have dialogue and talk
About
about
your
Right.
opinion.
but because it's like that, we can't. But I understand. Like now, on the real though, after all of this, I fully understand now what white people are.
No, you see, no, but that's
I really like. Not that I understand. I'm not saying it's right what they
No,
said.
dude.
I'm saying now I get why you guys pushed back so hard.
no, but you see that's
Now I really get it.
that's my thing, me.
Because I think it's like you didn't want to let go of a perceived notion of power,
for one,
and I think that's what straight people are also going through as well.
Yeah.
They don't want to let go of their perceived perspective, perceived notion of power. And that's why men as well have found it so hard to let women be
Yes.
in the same level,
don't
because you don't
wanna-
want that perceived notion of power. They don't want to let go, and nobody wants to let go. And because nobody wants to let go, we are not going to get to a point
Thank
where
you.
we are able to understand
can't.
Thank you.
and see each other as equals.
Thank
We'll
you.
never
and
do that because nobody wants to let go.
And that's
Everyone wants to hold on.
That's the bottom line
Let
here, right?
go.
It's like, yo, at the end of the day, right or wrong doesn't matter for me. I look at things and I go, right or wrong doesn't matter. You sit there and you go, he's wrong because he's racist, or he's wrong because he's not open to gay people. Okay, if that's what you want to believe. But that doesn't make him up as a person, right? So Fat Joe must be cancelled because he asked a question.
Problems at the way that you ask a question
Cool.
sometimes.
Okay, that's
You know
I'm
what women
with you.
said? It's like, it's not what you said, it's how you say it.
How you
Exactly.
say it.
how he asked the question was, you want to perceive it as wrong. He does not have a space to now defend himself. Let me put it that way, because that's what now has to happen. He has to now defend himself for asking a damn question. And at the end of the day, we live in a space where there's just too much offense. Because we're all waiting to be offended by someone or
We're
by
waiting to be
something.
triggered. We're triggered. We're all waiting. Like,
we are waiting
please
for you to
push me, man.
say something
Please
so
push
that
my
I can
buttons.
go over the edge.
Yeah, please push my buttons.
You
But that's what
niggas have
social
been
media is.
watching. No, but they've been watching Zodwa doing crazy things and applauding Zodwa's crazy.
They were championing her when
Look at how free she is. Oh, but now she showed you just how free she is, and you went, no, that's too free.
But now the problem about that. Now that's another problem though. We can't use that as an argument. Because
But you
know the reason why we
people
can't
are
use
using
that as
dumbass
an
shit as arguments.
No, we can't do that because then we reduce ourselves to
Their level.
exactly to everyone else's
Yeah,
culture,
true.
cancel culture level. Like we can't keep doing that. It's like,
No,
oh,
we need
you were fine when she was doing it.
Yeah.
Now you're not happy. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks
No,
like
we
that.
stick to-
What happened to your champion now?
I do agree.
Like,
we must stick to one.
we-
We must stick to one topic, and that's what we must continue to
The
do. And that's
problem,
what we don't
the
do.
problem